Shalom Akim. I want to say all praises goes to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. and salutations to the Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty. The full elect. It's Brother Korah Allah coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing is edifying. Jeremiah 14:2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. Okay? Judah represents the head tribe of the nation of Israel, which today would be so-called Negroes. And Judah is in a position of mourning. Okay? And in this particular verse, Judah is representing all the 12 tribes. Okay? Because Judah is the head, and Judah is in a mourning predicament, which is what? Slavery, bondage, okay, captivity under these under the so-called white man, Esau, and the other nations. And guess what? So is the rest of the 12 tribes. So Judah is mourning, man. All right, Judah and the rest of the 12 tribes are all mourning. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. The gates, because that's where the elders would be. All right. If you would have the elders, okay, the people judging at the gates, and if someone comes to enter in the city, they will ask them, listen, are you here for good or are you here for bad? Okay. So who are leaders today? You know, amongst the so-called black community, all right, you so-called Negroes. One guy stands out is the Mayor Eric Adams, all right, because he put himself in that leadership position under Esau, and not only that, but the majority of our people, the majority of you so-called Negroes, all right, Latinos, Native Americans, voted for Eric Adams, all right, because you thought this dude was on to something. But Eric Adams is a simp, and this is why the main reason he's our leaders languish. You know, along with Jesse Jackson and all them other guys, all right, MLK, Malcolm X, all right, all down the line, you know, because a lot of these people are set up, all right, and a lot of them are misleading the people. And this dude I'm speaking on today, all right, the dude I'm speaking on today, you see him right here, all right, Mayor Eric Adams, okay, and he languished because he's not bringing the people back together, you know, he's not bringing out the name of the Lord, bringing out the prophecies, you know, he's basically trying to save Esau's kingdom, and that's against the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Before I get into that, let me finish off. I got a few more scriptures here, but let me finish this one off. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language. They are black onto the ground, right? They are black onto the ground, all right? When we go into the Hebrew, the word for black is quadar, which means dark skin, all right? Because the true Israelites are dark skin. We're not black, all right? We're shades of brown. We dark skin dark skin and other shades of brown. All right, we are dark skin onto the ground, and I get that in the Hebrew. Quadar. All right, Strong's H6937. Quadar says a primitive root to be ashy, dark colored by implication, to mourn in sackcloth or sordid garments, all right, be blackish, be make dark, heavily mourn, all right. So you could also, I guess you could say it's twofold also, to be black, because, you know, black could also could mean mourning, you know, and a lot of these so-called Jews, all right, you see out here calling themselves Jews, which they nothing but some damn Edomites. They wear a lot of black. You know, this might this may well be one. The scripture might as well be one of the reasons why. All right, but we're the ones that really are mourning. Okay, and like I brought it out, Quadar. It says dark colored, but really it's dark brown or dark shades of brown. Because what color is the ground? What color is the earth? Shades of brown. Right. So it says the cry of Jerusalem is going up. Okay, so we cry, really we crying because we in captivity. We crying to the heavenly Father, starting with the elect, crying to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. You know, but all of Israel is crying because Israel's on the bottom, man. Israel's the last hide, first fired. All right, and you know the rest. Now this is James 4:4. It says, "You adulterers and adulteress, know not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High." So basically, this dude Eric Adams, the mayor, um, he could be set up by Esau. All right, why? Because he's dealing with Esau's government, Esau's orders, his rules. All right, because he's trying to be mayor of this place. Why would you want to be mayor of this place when this place had you in captivity? You know, we said Jake always think they could get themselves out of captivity, man. They could do something and change the minds of these people. They gonna uh love us or be nice to us, man. They always looked at us as some damn monkeys, some chimpanzees, and they looked at us like some damn fools. And that's what they're gonna do because they're proud, okay? And this is their kingdom. It says ye adulterers and adulteresses, and our people do commit adultery. That's one thing our people love to do because they're wicked. Our people are wicked, and spiritual adultery, man, because our people follow everything under the sun, but they won't follow their true power. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah says, "Know ye not that the friendship of this world is enmity with the Most High?" Alright, so if you really seeking the friendship of this world, if you really want this world to accept you, this world didn't accept Yahweh Shah. Okay? Scripture say, the world hateth you, it's not you that hateth, it hateth me. Alright? So if this world was to accept you, which this dude, which the world accepted this dude, Adams, man. The world accepted Adams, you know? So it's really good for him, all the backlash he's getting, which is mainly why I decided to make this lesson, because I've been watching this dude for like a couple of weeks now just get trashed in the media, all right, to the point he had to have a breakdown, but a lot of it falls on him also on how he's carrying himself. So he's not really moving wise, which leads me to believe that, this dude got to be set up. Because why would you knowing your history with this place, if you was to be worldly and put yourself in this type of predicament, why would you not at least watch the things you say and watch how you move and how you speak? Okay, so this leads me to believe that either dude's a straight fool, and it's the best that this America could do, or this the best New York could do. Um, but I'm continue on. It says, "Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High." Right? Because you ain't moving. Because what's the prophecy say? This place is going to be destroyed. All right. This prophecy speak about uh because of iniquity, love of many shall wax cold. And that's what you're seeing right now. The big thing is the subways. A lot of people being put to death on the subways. A lot of stabbings, a lot of pushing, things like that, attacks, and and this Adams is wants to stop it. He wants to stop the violence and everybody to live peacefully. All right, but according to the scriptures, it's gonna be violence. All right, especially in these last days. So how's that? How's that? You're basically trying to stop prophecy. You know, because what you're doing is what you're doing or saying is contrary to Yahweh Shimi Hawashah. Carrying on. A quick article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just making the point. Here's how Adams' proposed budget could affect New York City schools. It says, I'm skipping all that, this story, whatever. It says, in the first budget proposal since taking office, Mayor Eric Adams in the last week outlined cuts to the education department and other city agencies. The backlash was swift. God damn. You see what I'm saying? Here it is. Here it is. There might be as what they say, there might be a science to his madness. All right, cutting the budget proposal since taking office, Mayor Adams last week outlined cutting the education department and other city agencies. Right, because they had vacant slots that no one was filling, so he wanted to cut some of those slots to save money or whatnot. And what he got, the backlash was swift. It says some education advocates called it a scarcity budget, with one group saying it would cause irreparable harm to students. The reality, however, is more complicated. All right, so it's a complicated situation, but here's the backlash this dude is catching. All right, they ain't really getting on Bloomberg like that. All right, and this dude that they just had up there, I forgot this dude's name. He was a dumbass too. They ain't really get on him too tough his damn self. They really got on him towards the end of his term. But here it is, this dude, Eric Adams, everything he says, okay, there's somebody got something to say. All right, this dude is an idiot. The man is dumb. First of all, you voted for him. All right, the man ain't doing nothing. He just started. Okay, so no one is really giving this guy a chance. So to him, he'll be the mayor. Okay, but let's get Psalms 137:4. Okay, this is what Esau and these other nations see when they see you up there, Adams. I'm talking about the mayor right now. It says I'm talking about the mayor, not not the mayor from damn, what's that shit called? Not the mayor from Do the Right Thing. Not that mayor. All right, I'm talking about the mayor of New York. It says, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion, the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, when we were taken out of our land by way of captivity. All right, we wept when we thought about Zion. Okay, we hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. Yeah, because ain't no reason to sing and dance. Look at our predicament. For there they carried us away captive, required for us a song, our captives. Alright? The so-called white man, Esau, these different nations, they carried us away captive. And they want us to get up there and start tap dancing or something. They want us to get down for their amusement. And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion. All right, because they see how we how we could sing, they know how we could dance, they know how we could do all these things that they just can't seem to do because they don't got the spirit to do it. So they look at us for amusement. So in other words, this dude, uh, Eric Adams, he might see himself as a mayor, but to them, to these people, you're an amusement. And not only are you an amusement, you're also a scapegoat because these problems been taking place way before you. All right, and now your ass is up there taking the brunt of it, man. Ain't nothing you can really do about it. But either you're gonna smile about it or you're gonna have a meltdown about it. You know what I'm saying? And everything you say is gonna be, um, you know, you ain't gonna get a chance to finish your sentence. All right. What I got here, man? This is Job. Okay, fine. Let's get Job. This is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. That's talking about the ones in rulership and their time for ruling, man. All right, the number of their months are with thee. His days are determined. It's time to rule, and it's a time to rule and a time to fall. Okay, even America. For America to come in rulership, they had to defeat the British. They had to defeat the French, the Spanish. Okay, and they came in rulership. Whether that was a hoax or a setup, that's what they did. And guess what, man? Did they say thank you, how about Shimmy Howard Shah? No, they ain't put up a statue of Yahweh Shimmy Howard Shah. They put up a statue of the so-called founding fathers. All right, they honor Yahweh Shimmy Howard Shah. They honored man. So it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. All right, so America had a time to rise, which they really started rising when they stepped foot on this land, man. This land belonged to the the Northern Kingdom, okay. But then they came and they took it over, okay. It says the number of the months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Lord gave you time to rise, okay, and now you having a time to fall. This is your time to fall. Be watching the end of this place. There is no saving this place. All right, so it make no sense for you to be calling yourself a leader. All right, calling yourself um the head of a people, and you over here basically selling out, man. You sold out. All right, because once you put yourself in that bracket, you got no choice but to follow the ways of the elites. I'm reading on Jeremiah 51:1. Thus said the Lord, behold, I'll raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst. Which this Babylon is not talking about the ancient Babylon. All right, it's talking about the modern day Babylon, which that's America. Okay, that's America because Babylon represents confusion. And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. And what's that destroying wind? That nuclear blast. All right, and that's the demise. That's the downfall of this place. Ultimately, going out by way of nuclear missiles, and we see the buildup. Okay, it's not right this moment because we didn't see the RFID microchip or the mark of the beast yet, but we see the buildup. Everything is building up perfectly, according to Yahweh Shemi Shah's timing. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land. And those fanners that's gonna add fuel to the fire are those other nations with those nuclear missiles, which we have Russia, we have China, North Korea, India, what the hell was that? East New York, and lands like that. Okay. Carrying on, it says and says, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. So these nations are going to turn against this place. All right, against this harlot. Against him that bendeth
let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, because this place has what? Nuclear capability. And they showed that capability when they shot upon Japan. All right, and they've been going strong ever since, to the point where they distribute this technology throughout NATO and the EU. All right, but guess what? Those countries are going to turn on you, Esau. Against him that bendeth, let archers bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, in his military might. All right, in his brigandine. Let's look up the word brigandine. Brigandine, a coat of mail, typically one made of iron rings or plate attached to canvas or other fabric. All right, so it's like something you wear. It's like an armor. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. And that's what's going on with this place, man. You be a damn fool to get down with this place, man. That's exactly what this dude did. So he ain't no real leader, but you're going to have 2/3 flocking to him, 2/3 in his corner, all right, representing him. For Israel have not been forsaken. It says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thirstu in her streets. And the Chaldeans represent Esau also, because the Chaldeans were well known for their witchcraft. Which we know this. I'm not gonna get into it, but we know this place is based upon witchcraft. All right. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. All right, and this place is about to be out of here, man. So it said, listen, don't come in Babylon, leave Babylon. And when it says leave, is you other nations could flee out of Babylon or whatever, and so could 2/3 of Israel, But once America is being shot with their missiles, all right, other nations are going to be destroyed. Going to be destroyed also. So you're not going to escape that blast. When it's saying leave Babylon, and this right here, it starts with the mindset, the beliefs, the system of this place. All right, and then we will leave physically on those chariots. Lord will, we are the elect, or the elect will leave on those chariots, I should say. He will render unto her a recompense, a payback. Okay. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. Right, because you came into power, all right, and you had your time to rule, and you made all the earth drunken with your philosophies, all right. The nations have drunken of her